A man shot by police earlier this month at a Denver gas station remains in the hospital. Officers confronted Joshua Jackson at 6th and Calumet, shooting him and injuring him. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. That incident started after Denver police say Jackson stole a pickup in Aurora. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates joins us now. And Kevin, this wasn't the first time this man was suspected of auto theft?
Yeah, Phil and Kim, court documents and police records lay out a criminal history going back nearly 2 decades. This confrontation June 2nd started with a stolen truck in Aurora.
Stop, he's got a gun, he's got a gun!
The weapon was a lighter, but the officers didn't know that. The suspect wounded in that moment, Joshua Jackson, is no stranger to police, prosecutors, judges, or prison wardens. Documents obtained by 9 News Investigates show he's been arrested at least 15 times on charges ranging from auto theft to shooting someone in a robbery. Those records show he was in and out of prison at least 5 times and accused of violating parole 6 times. On February 19th, an officer tried to stop a stolen car at Colfax and Quinton. The driver fled. Jackson's last prison stay had ended 5 weeks earlier. An officer forced the stolen car off the road and into an Aurora churchyard, where police arrested Jackson on auto theft and other charges. Jackson spent 6 weeks in jail before being freed again. Freedom that ended when he was shot at that Denver gas station. Jackson is facing 2 felony charges and 2 misdemeanors in that February incident in Aurora. As of now, no charges have been filed in the incident that ended at the Sinclair station. Live in the studio, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
Again, another example of what we've talked so much about with the parole system, Kevin.
Yeah, a lot of problems with this one. A lot of questions still about all these parole violations and what actions were taken after each of those.
Thank you.
All right, if you are a fan of thunder and lightning, people in Denver had some sweet storms last night. But if you have a dog in the house, not so much. Along with the lightning, there was a good bit of rain and even a little bit of hail, depending on where you were.
So we're going to turn to take a look outside right now. We're in for, well, it's not that dark out, I can tell you that. There we go. All right.
Good catch.
Sunshine right now, but there are storm chances again tonight, you know, every single night. But this could be the last round before the weekend when things are going to dry and warm up, like warm up a lot, straight up. Right, Corey?
It's going to warm up a lot. I mean, this is a complete flip in the weather pattern with all these cool clouds and thunderstorms and rain. All that's going to be gone, and we're going to be dealing with nothing but heat and fire weather conditions. So one last day here, all this blue shaded area in eastern Colorado, that is a severe thunderstorm watch, which goes till 9 o'clock. The only severe storm is down here in Pueblo County. Some large hail headed into the Fowler area. Up here on the northern Front Range, not too much going on. This storm is actually falling apart as it approaches Akron. This storm coming out of Lyman, not doing so well, trying to stay organized, but not doing a great job. Nothing happening in the Denver area. This is interesting, though. Up on the northern Front Range, Greeley's been dodging bullets for days, and they are now getting hit by a small thunderstorm. There's probably some small hail in there and some downpours, a few little trailing cells behind that. This should be gone by the time that the Nelly concert happens tonight at 8 o'clock. You could get a brief little shower during that concert, but it should be quick and painless if that ever does happen. And then we'll flip over to this. This is fire weather. That's what we'll be focused on the next several days. Saturday and Sunday, we have a red flag fire weather warning in place, and we'll be dealing with that likely for several days as the heat continues. More on that coming up in the full forecast.
Corey, thank you. A third person has been arrested in connection to the death of a 4-year-old boy in Aurora.
According to past affidavits, Cheyenne Moon is the girlfriend of the man accused of beating the boy to death. APD says officers responded to a call last month at an apartment on Tennessee Avenue. They found the boy unconscious, not breathing. He later died. They arrested 24-year-old Alexander Martinez Armstrong, who admitted to hitting the boy. Court documents show Armstrong was a close friend of the family and the boy's mother. Destiny Lipsky had sent her son to his house for punishment. Officers arrested her last week. Moon was arrested yesterday on a warrant for child abuse resulting in death.
Today, a minor was arrested and accused in the shooting death of a teenager, and this comes after Denver police arrested an 18-year-old yesterday in connection to the same murder. Police say this minor and Desirius Wilford shot toward a family gathering at Russell Square Park on April 5th. Investigators say 18-year-old Farrah Ware was hit and later died. During the shooting, someone at the party fired back, accidentally hitting a woman there. She also died, but that man is not facing charges. The minor is still being held on suspicion of first-degree murder.
As the Supreme Court works to release their final findings and decisions of the season, the landscape of immigration law is changing, and it will affect thousands of people. This week, the justices ruled that the White House can restart its controversial asylum policy, curbing the number of migrants seeking asylum that can be processed through the southern border. They also ruled that the temporary protected status for Syrians and Haitians can be revoked, meaning they face deportation. Jasmine Chavez, an expert in immigration law from MSU, says these rulings are hard because it's limiting the way people can come to the U.S. legally.
I think it's a very difficult moment, both professionally and both personally, because there's not a lot left in order for them to be able to save their clients, keep families together, and keep them here. And then for the clients, it has devastating impacts because not only have they followed the law, have they followed the rule according to what paperwork has to be filed, finding the right sponsors to help them stay, finding jobs, but it's also the financial cost of being able to file for these applications, to be able to do all this paperwork.
Another major immigration case on the Supreme Court's docket will shape birthright citizenship. That's expected to be released sometime next week. As we count down to election night, join us Tuesday night for up-to-the-minute election results. We'll look at who's winning, what those victories mean for Colorado. Our coverage and analysis begins at 6 p.m. Next will be an hour long. We will also have race results from 7 to 10 on KTVD, more on 9 News at 10 and Channel 9, and anywhere you stream online.
The Colorado State Land Board is going green. It announced more than 415,000 square feet of office building will soon rely entirely on solar power. 100% of electricity for participating buildings will be met through renewable solar energy. The State Land Board says this is expected to save the agency around 5%, about $25,000 per year. They have not said when this renewable energy will start being used. 4 years ago today, the Avalanche took home their third Stanley Cup. The win ended the franchise's 21-year championship drought. On June 26, 2022, the Avs beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-1. Afterward, the city celebrated with a ceremony and parade honoring the team's victory.
Good day. A lot of those same guys on the team. Some gone, but
one just traded.
We came close this year, so we got to get back. 5 years. 5 years would be a charm.
Yeah, the potential was there this year.
I know, it was.
They were crushing into the season, but there's always next season.
That'd be good timing. All right.